What's going on, everybody? Moasttly back again with another video, and today we're going to do a little update October, I guess. I don't really know where I'm going to upload this on. So as you can see here, I have a few things listed down of all the things I want to talk about. So I guess we'll start this off with the South Carolina trip. So a couple of days ago, I uploaded a video called Dad, I Love You. And as I stated in that video, my dad... You really decided to make me blue, huh? So as I was saying, a couple of days ago, I uploaded a video called Dad, I Love You. And in that video, I have stated that my dad is a truck driver and he's been out on the road a lot. He's been doing it for almost a year now. And after this South Carolina trip, he's gonna stay home for a couple of days, and he's finally gonna hit the road and be gone for about 10 weeks. And if we are correct, he will not be back until Thanksgiving. So, yeah, and since I uploaded that video 2 weeks ago, Dad's already been on the road for 2 weeks now. So, but as I said in that video, I also stated, spend as much time as you can with those that you love, either your parents, your family members, or your friends, or basically anybody. Spend as much time as you can with those people, because my dad, he tells me a lot of stories about his journey on the road, and he sees like a lot of car crashes and a whole lot of other trucks that's like smashed, either they wreck into something like concrete or something and the truck is just crushed like aluminum. But as I also stated in that video, I said that we were gonna go on a trip, a little family vacation thing, and we were going to South Carolina. And I have all the videos ready. I have all the pictures and stuff. I just need to edit them, but I've never got around to like actually editing because I'm trying to like, I don't really have a good reason why. It's just pure laziness of editing, but this is something that's got to be done because, you know, I got to build my channel and I got to talk about Tidmouth, which we will get into that here in a minute. But point is, you know, my family trip, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming after when I get done editing this video, but I just got to get to work on it. And that's all I'll just say. I'll keep all the fun and entertainment that I had on the video in that video, but we'll just have to wait and see. Another thing I want to talk about is school. So I'm 17 years old and I'm going to be a senior in my last year of high school. Can you guys believe it? I could just remember that back in 2015. Also, now you decide to make that noise. So I have my phone on my laptop. That's how this phone right here is kind of like standing, and it just now decided to make that noise. But ain't I digress? But I could just remember back in 2011, I used to be in like 3rd grade at that time. I think it was like 8. I think, yeah, I was 8 years old. And my cousin Dana used to been, or still is, a teacher in the elementary school that I used to go to. And every day after school, I would go into her classroom and she would let me get on the computer and watch some YouTube videos on there. And I remember my very first video I've ever watched was Thomas the Unstoppable Tank Engine. Okay, but the point is, in elementary, my cousin Dana letting me watch YouTube videos, and the first video I've ever saw, aside from Thomas the Unstoppable Tank Engine from Mad, was Train Boy 54 of when he did his series. The first episode, Thomas and Vanessa. And I'm not a fan of him no more because, you know, he literally makes Thomas and Venus and Ferb crossovers, but at that time, it was really cool to me. It was really, really entertaining. And it was right at that moment, when I first saw that video, I was like, I'm gonna do exactly what he's gonna do. And I did. I painted my trains like how he does, or I tried to. I was a very sloppy kid back in those days, and a lot of my trains are pretty much destroyed at this point, but I've always begged my dad. I've always wanted the internet, because over here at that time, we didn't have the internet. And I always begged him, can I please have a YouTube channel? And he said, well, let's just wait until when you get older. But finally, after enough pestering, and finally when we got the internet, ever since when Austin, Zoe, and Nico moved into this house with us, we finally got the internet. And around 2015, August I think, or September, I can't really remember, I finally convinced my dad, okay, let's give you a YouTube channel. And I did sort of have fun with that thing. Kind of. At first, all I was just gonna do was just Thomas videos, and that was it. But then I started watching other movies that wasn't Thomas related, such as like Froggy Fresh. I remember he was one of the biggest inspirations I ever had to like do other things like non-Thomas related. But I wanted to do videos like Froggy Fresh. I wanted to do Smosh. I wanted to do a whole bunch of other things. And then that was when I also got into filmmaking. Because at that time, I did it how Thomas Wayne, or no, not Thomas Wayne. I did it how Thomas Wayne Rowley did it, where he has all the trains set it up and just do it all in one take and all that. But then finally got into filmmaking, and it just sort of grew from there. But of course in school I got picked on that because I keep on showing that to people. Biggest mistake I ever did. You know I've been on YouTube for a while. And I know we're off track because I literally was like wanting to talk about school, but screw it. I swear, I legit believe that I have ADHD or something because I keep on getting distracted real easily now. But anyways, so I wanted to talk about school real quick. And I remember the day where COVID-19 struck right here where I live at. And I remember the day too. It was like March, I think. It was somewhere right there. But it was somewhere around March. And I just got out of the courthouse doing a test. And Dad and I, we went to Dairy Queen to go get something to eat. And then we got a text. Both of us, me and Dad, we got a text message from my school. And it said that school was going to be closed because of coronavirus. And it was going to be closed until April. And I was like, huh, sweet, I could do whatever I want now. But then I realized, oh, right, we got to do Anchor Day. Well, at least I now have time to make my Batman movie. And I did. Because of that, I finally got to work on my Batman movie. And around May 1st, which was Batman's anniversary ever since when he was created, around May 1st, I finally uploaded the Batman. And it's like this little homemade project. It's supposed to be a little parody of Robert Pattinson, but as me, as Batman, and all that. But I also drew some other actors, such as like Brian Carter, I think that's his name. He's the one that played as the bald guy from Breaking Bad. Then I used Alfred that was in that show called Pennyworth. Then I used Michael C. Hall as Jim Gordon. Then I used that other guy. But whenever April soon came, they decided to go ahead and delay it and say that we'll come back around May. But May came around, it's time to shut down the school because the whole country was going to shut down. This has been the longest extended vacation I've ever had. And I've never in a million years wished to go back to school. Because, don't get me wrong, it is nice to stay in your house and, you know, pretty much having a long extended vacation. But it kind of does make it crazy being crammed inside your house all day. And, you know, I'm never, like, really lonely around here. I mean, I got Chop, Daisy, Zoe, Mom, Austin, Zoe. I said Zoe twice. And because of this little quarantine thing, you know, it kind of made us a little bit closer. Because, trust me, we used to bite each other's heads off all the freaking time. But I am happy, nonetheless, that we both just, you know, decided to just come together and just actually be a family. Like, you know what I mean? Even though Austin, Zoe, and Nico aren't really my biological families, I've always looked at them as my real family. I've always looked at Nico as my mom. I've always looked at Austin as my brother. I've always looked at Zoe as my little sister, and there's no other family I would trade in than those people. But then August came around and they said that we're gonna do online classwork for the next six weeks. And I was like, oh my God, I hate that. Because trust me, that's another thing I want to go back to school for, because I can't do online classes. I just can't, because I can't just sit here and just, I mean, and it's not even that long, you just do like a few work. But since it's just Zoe and I in this house, and with no teacher, nobody else to ask for help on what are they talking about, then yeah, it's very, very hard. And it's hard for me to get motivated to do it too. I can't tell you. I'm probably gonna fail this year, to be honest, because I barely did any work on this thing. But finally, September 28th, supposedly this is where that everybody is going back to school. And I hope we do. And then oh my God, the school is driving me crazy, I swear. Because now they're saying that on Mondays and Fridays, we're gonna do online classes. But Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, those are the days where we go back to school. And I'm like, oh my God. Which, to be fairly honest, if you're gonna reopen the school, then why not let us go back into the school as a full week? Which I understand, like we've been gone for like a while now, but it's just, oh my God, dude. Anytime that you get stressed out, anytime that there's a problem that's going on with your life, it's always important to remain calm. It's always important to just take a deep breath and just let it out and just let it go. It's always important to do that. And I'll tell you guys who taught me that. You guys want to know who taught me that? Let me pull them up here. This guy right here, Corey X. Kitchen. Corey is without a doubt my biggest role model. I've been watching him for almost a year now, and this guy's freaking amazing because he's like this gamer, but he's happy. Like, you know what I mean? And of course, there's a lot of gamers that's like YouTubers, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. They're all happy and they're all gamers. But Corey, there's something about him that just struck me. I guess it's because of the way how he edits his videos. But he's very entertaining. He's always a role model to me. He's always giving out advice whenever, he always tells you guys what he would do and stuff like this. And because of him is how, I've learned to just take a deep breath and just let it go. And we need more people like him. Like, no, we do. We do need more people like him. We need more people that's just happy and, not letting the biggest things in his problems in his life just get to him. So Corey, I highly doubt you're watching this because, you're a big YouTuber. I have like 17 subscribers, but if you are watching this, man, you're the biggest inspiration I've ever had in my entire life. So thank you for just, being yourself. Thank you for just being this awesome, great guy that's, out here actually doing stuff, But let's go ahead and talk about some of the positive things that I will be doing in school. So the first thing, this is going to be my last year, and I need to, do as much time as I can to do things for my last year. And my buddy Dead Spider, this is going to be his first time going to the high school as a freshman, which I know I'm a senior, he's a freshman. That seems a little bit weird, but don't worry, he's only like 2 years younger than me, and he was like friends with Zoe, and then we became friends, and yeah. And me and him has got a lot of things planned to do, and I'm hoping I do get a class. I don't think seniors and freshmen do get the same classes together, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be a peer tutor for the guidance counselor or something like that. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but hopefully, you know, I'll bump into him. I'm hoping that I'll have him in the same lunchtime periods, and that we could actually, like, do stuff together. I'm going to try to pick, like, a little spot for us and try to get, like, you know, other people. And it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome to finally see my old friends again in this school. Other friends again, such as, like, trying to think of a few examples. Well, to be honest, all my good friends actually kind of graduated, but you know, I still got like a lot of friends, like Chris McFarland, which is Mighty Minecraft. I can't wait to see him again, and yeah, and that is Tidmouth. Now, just to give you guys a real quick update on Tidmouth. Tidmouth is like this little show that I'm trying to make. It's a show about Thomas and Percy as humans, and I made a video about that before. I uploaded a little sneak peek video about it, but then I came across a problem. As I started doing the actual show, I finally got up to the part where Lady comes into play. And yes, Lady will be a part of the show. She was also now the biggest problem I've came across with. Lady, in my series, is going to be one of those attractive females. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how when you're a kid and you watch a show and there's like that certain character that you had a crush as a kid? Such as like, trying to think of good examples. Daphne Blake from Scooby-Doo. That's what Lady is going to be in my series, but here's a problem. If I voiced her, it's going to be a man voicing a female. And to me, I don't feel comfortable doing that type of role. And, of course, what would... yeah, Chop's right, just breathe. But the one thing that always, you know, caught my eye going to high school is that every time on the first day of school, there's always someone new. Like, I've always made new people every year, every day when I go to school, and they all have their own unique personalities. There's a lot of people, and there's a lot of females I actually was friends with, and they all have their own unique personality. And who knows, maybe I'll bump into a new girl that was in school and she's a voice actor on YouTube. Of course, I'm relying on that, but who knows, maybe we'll bump into like a new girl that's like new in town and she's a YouTuber and she's a voice actor and she's, you know, trying to get somewhere new, trying to like start a career or something. So maybe I might collab with her and, you know, pretty much do this Tidmouth series. But until then, at this moment, I'm gonna have to postpone Tidmouth. So, don't know when I'll start back up again. Until I need to find at least a female voice actor. That's basically all I need. And if anyone else is interested of, you know, voice acting in my series, then please leave down in the comment section below and we'll chat and we'll try to discuss about it. Plus, another thing that I wanted to talk about that is something that Corey Kinch said in one of his videos. I think it was called Inside His Mind, I think. Let me try to find that. There it is. Inside of my mind. And in the video, he was like talking about like all the updates, I guess, on his life. Let's try to watch it.
Hello, Momo. This is my desk. So clean, right? Just like the rest of my office. P.O. box mail. I feel like of my mindset right now. Just regarding YouTube, like I'm not, like, I'm fine. So it is.
But you know, in this video, I kind of get where he's coming from, because that's kind of is how I was like in my room. Like, usually my room is always almost a mess, and I could just easily do it. You know, I could just easily just clean it, but it's just I have no. To the way how he put it, there's no fire. Let me say how he said it.
Finally brings me to the point that I'm trying to make. So bombarded by my own mind. Being a YouTuber, there are no deadlines until you sign a contract for a sponsorship or something like that. Normally, there are no deadlines for me. There is no time that I need to upload or have to upload, or there's no content that I'm forced to upload. So really, I have free reign. But with free reign in limitless freedom, sometimes there are too many possibilities. There are too many choices that you can make. I'm not gonna act like, you know, I'm the hardest worker in the world. Like, I can see there's a sector of laziness to my character, or complacency, really. But there's something deeper, something more debilitating in my mind that physically stops me from doing what I want to do. I don't feel I'm depressed about anything. There are some things that I would like to change. Sure, I would like to actually clean all that up. This is what's called organized chaos. These are all my important papers, but not important enough to make it to the desk. They're important, but they're not 911. You know what I mean? Like, I need them to be here in my space, but not in my face.
I literally watched a whole 13 minutes video of Corey Kenshin inside of my mind. And to be honest, everything that he said is pretty much, you know, how I feel as well. Like, there's a lot of things I want to do, and I could just easily do it. I could just easily do it right now. It's just there's no fire for me to just do it. I have no idea why I went like that, but I'm here now. You know, I'm finally making the video. I'm finally, you know, trying to actually get somewhere. I'm actually trying to make content for my YouTube channel. I'm actually trying to, you know, start some. And, you know, because of these lists of ideas I have written down, I might will be able to do it. Because now there's one last thing I want to go ahead and say for Tidmouth. So, as I said, I started work. I had the script written down for my first episode, and I made the biggest mistake that every filmmaker does. I went ahead and did it without even finishing it. So, that's another reason why the series has to be postponed, because I'm going to go ahead and finish writing the script. I'm going to try my best to, you know, get everything organized. I'm trying to, like, get everything organized. I'm trying to get, you know, make it entertaining. I'm trying to picture it in my head right now to, you know, okay, that's how I want it to go. So I'm going to try to do it like that. So, but I still got that little video. It's like 5 minutes long of my first episode of Tidmouth. And I went ahead and changed the script. So pretty much that video will be outdated. It's still going to be the same, but it's different. It's going to be different now than what I wrote down on my script. So after when I get this video uploaded, and probably after when I uploaded the South Carolina trip, I need you guys to ask me something. Do you want to see Tidmouth, the original version, I guess you could say. But that's all I'll just say for now, is just write down in the comment section below, do you want to see Tidmouth original story, or however I titled it. So now that I got that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the railway. Now it's always as I said. There's always a video I've been wanting. In all of my YouTube channels, I've always told my fans I'm going to do a Thomas series. You know, a story about trains. And you know, as I just said, I'm making Tidmouth, but it's a cartoon series of Thomas as a human, and I'm still wanting to work on Thomas as a steam engine. But it's always that, you know, when I write down something, I have it all planned out, I have it all figured out, and then I start filming. Then I look back at my footage, and then I'm like, I don't like it like that. I want to go ahead and delete all of this and just go ahead and just redo all that. And then once I delete all the footage, I go back and I try to do it again, but then I look back at the story, I'm like, no, I don't like the story. I don't like how it is. So I try to change and fix it. And then I'm like, well, maybe my mind is a cluster freak right now. I'm trying so hard not to cuss, because as I said in my video called I Got Bitten by a Spider, when I'm doing videos where it's just you and me, I'm not gonna cuss. I'm gonna try to be like Corey Kenshin and just be like, I'm not trying to be like Corey Kenshin, but I want to be where I'm not cussing to you, but in my movies and skits, that's where I am going to go. That is where I'm going to, you know, say bad words and all this and that. And then my mom would tell me, hey, Jake, we're ready to redecorate your room, so we're gonna have to take all your trains back to your dad's. And I'm like, okay. And then they're like that too, because the house I live up at, it needs like a lot of maintenance. It needs this and that, which, you know, it's a safe house. It's just, you know, it's an old house. It's been around since, like, I do know it's been rebuilt since the 70s, but I don't know how old is the house. But it's one of those houses where it needs a lot of routine maintenance. It's neat, you know, stuff like that. And that's one of the biggest problems of why I keep on bringing the trains back up here at Dad's. And the reason why I want it up there at Mom's is because I'm the only kid up there, and there's like 2 rooms. There's my bedroom, and then there's my studio room. And up here at Dad's, I got a punching bag, I got a weightlifting set, I got this little TV stand, got this dresser, and then I got this bed, and then there's, you know, other stuff. So I basically don't have room. I could just film my trains outside, but it's always a bad weather out there. It's all in the summer, it's always hot, I'm always getting sweaty. I have a condition. I know I'm just making up excuses, but it's just, I can't get comfortable outside for too long. Otherwise I'll get a sunburn and all that. It's just I get very disgusting. But now my mom is saying, you know, if I could go ahead and just make an actual script that I can just stick with, that I can just, you know, don't change, and I get 100% done, then I can bring the trains back up there and I can make my series again. And I said, okay. And that's, as I said, no fire. I don't really know what to make exactly, because pretty much everything that you could do in the Thomas fandom has pretty much already been done. Like, there's already videos of Thomas going on his first day of Sodor. There's already videos of ghosts in Sodor. There's already videos of murders on Sodor. There's already videos of pretty much everything that you could think of. Now, as I said, I could still create an original idea story. but it's just, I don't know, it's very hard to, I'll get it all figured out one day. I can promise you guys that. I'll get it figured out one day. I just need more time. And as I said, this video those 2 shows might have to be postponed. So, but now that we finally got the first 4 talked about, now let's go ahead and talk about the last 3 I want to talk about. And that is the Batman. As I stated around this little school conversation, this video, I've literally been talking to you guys for about 45 minutes right now, so I don't know how long the video is. I'll try to like trim it down as much as possible, but you know, obviously me talking a lot. Anyways, so I've always wanted to be Batman. I mean, who doesn't? You know, who doesn't want to be Batman? But, you know, that don't mean I can't make Batman to myself. Like, you know what I mean? And and since I got the animation app, you know, I can just pretty much do it. And because of that, I got my very first video, or not very first video, I got my very first movie special production of The Batman, Moasttly Special, May 20, Part 1. But then, problems started arising. I look back at the video, and it has like a lot of, and lots of awkward moments in it. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, go ahead and just watch the video, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's pretty bad. But unlike my 10 Myth series and my Thomas series, I actually have a script written down. Like, I actually have it somewhere. It's like underneath my bed. But then then my phone started getting storage too full, something like that. I had to like free up some space, and that took all of my videos, projects I had saved up on my Flip a Clip app, where I make cartoon apps, which is why I'm doing this, and it's all gone. Because I cleaned up my storage, all the art styles, all the drawings I ever drew, gone. Poof, just like that. But, you know, because of that now, that's how I finally made Tidmouth. But I'm like so mad right now that I just want to. But as a matter of fact, that's what that punching bag right there is for. And I gotta be honest with you guys, every time another reason what stops me from making videos like these is because of my voice. I just hate that I keep on getting interrupted. I just hate that I keep on getting distracted on everything. I get hot and sweaty because, you know, I have to turn off my fan because it's too loud, because then otherwise you'll hear this. You'll hear that running in the background, and it makes me mad because, you know, it's distracting. So I have to turn off all the fan. I have to turn off that fan in order for you guys to understand and hear me, and that the audio doesn't sound bad. But because that I have to, had to turn off my fan, all I got is that. And that's, you know, that's barely keeping me cool. You know what I mean? And now I'm getting hot and sweaty from talking to you guys, from trying to not seem stupid, trying to not, you know, stutter, but I'm doing it anyways, and that, I just want to hit something. But, you know, now that I finally got this far, and now that, you know, I'm actually getting somewhere, this is why I got the punching bag. Because now I recommend you guys, if you guys are one of those angry types of people that hold in all your anger, get something like a stress ball or something and just squeeze it, or get a punching bag like I do and just it releases a lot of stress and anger that you have built up inside you. But everything else I've just said, everything else that I've just, pretty much told you whenever we were talking about the fan, about me just, stuttering and trying to get to the point, but yet I'm too, I'm on camera and I'm talking to probably millions and millions of people on the internet, and I'm just, oh my God. And that's one of the reasons why I can't really make videos, is because of reasons like that. I don't have a clue what we're even talking about no more. But, it's okay. It's always okay to just let out your anger. And it's also, as Corey said, of course he said that in his Spooky Scary Sundays where he's making a skit. But as he said, it is okay to blow off some steam in you. It's always okay to just, just let it out. And it's always okay to just But as for the Batman project, well, I might have to, postpone it as well, because I want to go back and work on it some more to try and fix it. Because one of the biggest things that I've recently learned is the simplest acts. And what I mean by that, there's Act 1, and then there's Act 2, and then there's Act 3. Act 1 is where you set it up, Act 2 is where you solve it, and then Act 3 there's another twist. Yeah, sorry about that. That was my sister. She walked in because I woke her up. It's I don't even know what time it is. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I probably should, keep it down. That is one of the downsides of that, is that, people are asleep. But yet, as I said, sometimes you just gotta, you can't just bottle up in your head. You can't just, just take it. You know what I mean? Sure, true, you just gotta let it go sometimes, but it's also important to not just bottle it up inside you. It's always good to just, I know I say that a lot and I extend that, but trust me, it's good. But as for the Batman movie, well, as I said, I want to go back. I want to work on it some more. I want to give it the acts that I've recently learned when it comes down to filmmaking, and try to fix it. Which, of course, there's really nothing to be fixed, but it's just, I just want to see if I can try and make it better. So finally, now that I got the Batman done, let's go ahead and talk about Among Us. Well, I've not yet talked to him about it, but Dead Spider is a gamer. I'll leave down a link in the description below to go check him out. And also Zoe's YouTube channel. So, but then I thought of something. Why don't we do this little collab where me and him play together? As I said, I'll have to talk to him about it. I'm pretty sure he's down for it, because I did ask him the other day that does he want to come up here and spend the night. But he also said that he might be having a birthday party or something like that. But I'm pretty sure he's all down for it. We've been playing together. I've been playing with Austin and Zoe, and it's a very fun game. So be looking forward for that. So yeah, so 10-minute South Carolina trip, Among Us, another video I have planned, but I'm not going to say anything about it. And now finally we got the last thing I want to talk to you guys about, and that is The Room. And no, I'm not talking about the movie The Room, but I want to show you guys off of what I've been doing for a while. Alright, I know this video's long. It's literally about like 40 minutes long. But anyways, just to wrap it up real quick, let's go ahead and just... Okay, so whenever you walk through that door, you come over here through the couch, and then you're like, oh, here's a door. I wonder what's behind this door. So then you turn the doorknob, like so. And you come in here, flip on the lot, and the first thing you see is like, oh, there's a weight bench. And I know there's like a shirt on it that's like my sweatshirt, or not sweatshirt, sweater, and a collar shirt. But anyways, so the first thing that you see is the weight bench. Trying to work out, you know. I have it on my warm-up set and all that. And then you see this green screen. I screwed it on the top shelf I have. And by the way, I took down the old shelf. I don't know if you guys knew that, but the old map is still here. This was like the map of where I lived at, and that's like something that mom made a long time ago. I'm gonna try to like get that out and try to like set it up. Probably like right there, maybe. But have some old drawings, this little family picture. That's me right there, and the rest of my family. Anyways, so there's my shoes, my floor. There's some more weights, and then there's the punching bag I use. And there's like one picture of me as a 2-year-old with my mom and dad, and we were like taking pictures or something like that. And yeah, nothing really too crazy over here. Then you see my bed, and it's really sweet. I built this on the bed so that way, you know, I could have stuff like this on it. And then you come over here, and here's my little the place where I recorded my phone at. And there's Splatter. He was actually up there, and as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and quickly put him up here, because that's where he needs to be at. Up here, there's like my Bibles that my dad gave me, then Austin's little medicine thing that he gave me, and then there's like an old picture of my dad and his mom, and there's that little knife collection, little crap all over the place, and then there's the mirror that, yes, I am wearing a different hat now, and watching Corey Kenshin as he played the Five Nights at Freddy's thing, and there's the old trains or steam engines, whatever they're called, in that little corner, and little TV stand. I love this thing. This was actually up at my mom's, and this was my old TV stand I had for like a while, but then, Daisy, are you under here? Brush, Daisy's like literally under here. Yep, that's her. Alright, I'll let her sleep. But yeah, that's pretty much the room layout. Gonna be it today, you guys. Thank you all for watching. I know this update video was literally like an hour long, and I never did intended it to be, but oh well. But if you do make it this far, thank you so much for watching this video, and I promise I will try to make more content. That's literally why I'm making this video right now. I'm pretty sure that's all I need to say. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys like this little video, or little no more, but you know, let's just wrap it up. So thank you all for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you guys like this video. Hit that like button if you also like it, and subscribe still to see more content. And until then, I'm Jacob Moats, also known as Moasttly, and I'm signing out.